Good afternoon. Thank you for being with us at 3 o'clock with SOC. Give me a second while I welcome our Spanish speaking neighbors. Buenas tardes, gracias por estar con nosotros hoy a las 3 p.m. con SOC. Si quieren acceso al programa en español, por favor marquen el número que aparece en pantalla, empezando con 425-436-6200. Cuando contestan la llamada, por favor compartan el código o la contraseña que aparece empezando con 6, que es 627-682. Thank you for giving me that time to welcome our Spanish-speaking neighbors. They call into our teleconference and are able to access the program and participate, hear everything simultaneously in Spanish. My name is Tammy Rivera. I'm the Executive Director and Lead Organizer for Southside Organizing Center, SOC, or SOC for you old schoolers. Today we have a great forum for you, bringing you some really important information and several deadlines. So I'm hoping you'll stay with us and catch that so you can take advantage of all the opportunities that we have. Our staff is here for you. It continues to be here, didn't miss a day during the pandemic. They're all virtual, including our youth organizers and our canvassers and our regular staff. And so you can reach us in all the ways that you normally do, except for in person. And we are looking forward to being able to do that again at your doorsteps and in activities and events and high traffic areas. Our phone number is 672-8090. Our email is soc@socmilwaukee.org. And you do want to visit our website at socmilwaukee.org. We have several resources there for you and information, but most importantly, we dedicated an entire page to trying to manage all this information that's coming out regarding the coronavirus, all the information, the resources, and the ways that you can take action in these times. And so you can go there and find how to apply for unemployment, resources for small businesses, for food and basic needs, for helping you to help your students at home learn. So really do visit our website and use those resources. If you find that you're in need of something that's not there, call us as well. Or if you have a resource you think we should add. I want to remind you all that we have a daily drawing for a $25 gift certificate for those of you who fill out our survey. And it's super, super easy. 4 questions. What did you find that was helpful? What should we keep? What should we change? And any ideas you might have for either segments in the forum or topics you want us to cover. And so this is really your opportunity to help design the community forums to meet your needs. And so please do fill it out. Honestly, it doesn't take more than 5 minutes, and you could win a $25 gift certificate to a local business that supports SOC or a local business that's doing some really good deeds in this challenging times. I want to remind you of some deadlines and promotions that we have going on right now. Mother's Day weekend is this Sunday, so you definitely want to bless the mothers in your life, whether that is your grandmother or your mom or your tias, your godmothers, or people who played those roles in your life, or your wife, or you're a mom of kids. You really want to take advantage of this great promo we have this week. If you work on completing your census, if you complete your census and take a photo showing that, whether that's you with your mom or if you're a mom, you with your kids, and send that in with a dedication of 150 characters or less, you'll be entered into a drawing for a $50 gift certificate. Wouldn't that be nice for you to bless a mom with a $50 gift certificate for Mother's Day? And then in addition, on Friday, we're going to have a beautiful slideshow showing those pictures of your moms that they count by being counted in the census, and with your dedication, your Mother's Day dedication on that. So you want to participate in that. That's a really great thing to do for Mother's Day. In addition to that, tomorrow is the deadline to nominate persons for a $2,400 scholarship to our Leadership Institute. And that really focuses on residents in our district. Our district is from about First Street to Miller Parkway, from the Valley, the Menominee Valley to Oklahoma Avenue. So if you know of someone or you're someone who is involved with a resident association, whether you're a leader and you want to take it to the next level, or whether you're a member and want to learn a little more about leadership and want to dig in, we'd like to see those nominations. Folks who go through the academy, the institute, get a whole a whole year of sessions once a month, focusing on developing their personal leadership, leading your own life, and leading groups, building resident associations, and being trained in community grassroots organizing. That includes a free scholarship to our annual grassroots conference, and almost a free scholarship to our partner, our strategic partner who does an intense grassroots organizing weekend training, Wisconsin Leadership Development. And so it's a great opportunity, especially in these times, that you could participate. We've gone virtual now too, so at least for now, those institutes kicking off this month are via video conference. And so you can participate right from your home as well. And then last but not least, this Friday, you'll hear more about this from Taylor when she's on, is the deadline for youth to apply for summer employment. So please pay attention tomorrow, the deadline for the Leadership Academy nomination. So if it's you or you think of someone who's really important in the community, who really benefit, the Youth Employment Friday, and then please don't forget about blessing a mom in your life. I want to remind you who's coming up this week. Tomorrow, we have Mariana Rodriguez from the Latina Resource Center with us to talk about how domestic violence and sexual assault has increased during this time at Safer at Home, and the ways that we can be aware of what's happening and how to help folks get resources, be safe, etc. On Friday, we have Pedro Hernandez from Legal Aid, who's going to be walking us through the eviction rules and other resources that they have to offer to help folks legally in the community. And then next Tuesday, we have Rob Smith from the County Human Rights Commission with us. And on Wednesday, we have Congresswoman Moore with us, and a great partner all along with SOC. And we're so excited that she's going to be with us. All right, then. Those are the announcements for the day. And I just want to share a disclaimer that the views and opinions shared on today's show do not necessarily reflect those of SOC. We create a venue for people to have voice. And because we're a certain type of nonprofit, we're not able to participate in some of that voice, and sometimes can't express that. But we certainly want our residents to be able to share, themes that are important to our whole Southside community. With that, we're going to move to our critical updates. Let me see who's with us today. I see a lot of comments. Hi, Jetty. Sorry, I didn't realize you guys could hear me when I said Marisol. Can you hear me? Hi, Stacy. Carlos says, "Hey, Stacy, my rock star canvasser." She is a rock star. Drea put up the link to our survey. Super easy. Click on that. and our contact information. Latino Life is with us. Great forum. Thanks for sharing all this information with our community. Stacy, that's awesome for moms, isn't it? Like, this is a real quick, easy win. So here's what I'd like to do for those who are with us. We're missing Maricano and Lillian Ramos, our super fans, hoping they'll catch up with us. Here are two questions I'd like to hear from you on. One is, what one piece of information that we have shared has been helpful to you? How about we hear from you on that? We want to get a sense of what has been helpful. Jetty, what's one thing that you've heard on these days that you've been with us? You've turned into a super fan yourself. What is something that stands out for you that's been really helpful? You as well, Stacy. What is something that you've heard that has been really important that you didn't know before? We'll give you guys a little time to respond. We really want to hear from you on what has been, impactful. We'll let you think about those, get your answers in while we invite Taylor Herrada to come and share our next segment, which is an update on the coronavirus information resources and ways you can take action.
Oh, she's back. Taylor was gone for a second. She's back. All right.
Hi, Marisol. Bye, Marisol. All right. So we have Taylor with us. Hola, Taylor.
I'm on mute. Hey, everyone.
Hola, Taylor. Welcome.
Thank you. Hi, everyone. So my name is Taylor. I am the youth coordinator here today to talk to you about Earn and Learn. First, before we get started, I want you to comment a heart emoji if you have a youth or anyone young in your life that you love. So just go ahead and comment a heart emoji in the comments so we know who out there, has someone that they love that's a youth. So today I'm here to talk to you about the Earn and Learn Summer Youth Program. Earn and Learn is a summer youth program. It is an employment program in partnership with local businesses, nonprofits, and community and faith-based organizations. It assists young people from Milwaukee in making a successful transition from adolescence into adulthood through job skills and work experience. The Employee Milwaukee Work Experience Program is designed to provide Milwaukee County youth that are ages 14 to 24 with the training and skills needed to keep them in school and to help them with the successful transition from school to work, as well as from adolescence to adulthood. This program assists young adults with both education and training options that will help them achieve their goal. The Work Experience Program provides youth with the career support they need while building a workforce that meets the needs of employers. So it just demonstrates to students the relationship between academic achievement, making sure that they have regular attendance, appropriate behavior, and employment in the workplace. Being a youth worker assists students in acquiring the skills that are needed to prepare them for employment. So it is if they don't have work experience ahead of time, that's completely okay. But we do help them with goal setting, self-esteem, interviewing techniques, resume preparation, and general work requirements. Through Southside Organizing Center, we are a Earn and Learn site. Our philosophy is that youth are very powerful and they can do anything. We have a holistic approach to this program so that our youth have a successful life and entrance into the workforce. This isn't just the job. We want them to be successful in all aspects of life. So we talk to them about personal leadership development, professional leadership development, and community leadership development through civic engagement and education, community development, and grassroots organizing. We believe that education is a great tool, and we want our youth to feel the gratification of academics. So we are connected with our youth's parents and teachers to ensure that they are doing well in school. We help them get a stack of credentials so that they build their resume. We make sure that they have an impact on their community and peers by getting them to understand things like housing, wealth, and assets, and discovering how they can impact their community, whether it's by working for a nonprofit in the future or joining a board. So some of the things that our youth did this past summer includes being a part of SOC's Grassroots Organizing and Leadership Development Institute, which Tammy just talked about. As a reminder, the deadline is tomorrow. They did join monthly sessions and did an annual conference with the Gold Institute. They took a tour of Alverno College, participated in multiple Muskego Way forward safety meetings, and received tutoring specifically through Milwaukee Public Library and the Christian Center. Currently, our youth are helping with the census and civic engagement and are learning how to be a virtual employee, so which is a completely valuable skill set in any work experience and any work setting. So who do you know who would be a good fit for this program? I want you to drop their names below or tag them if they have a Facebook and we can reach out to them. Otherwise, you can call SOC at 414-672-8090 with their names and we can reach out to them to help them get them applied. The deadline to apply, like Tammy mentioned, is May 9th, which is this Saturday. You can access the application directly on our website by visiting socmilwaukee.org. If you do need help with the application, we're here for you. So just call SOC at 414-672-8090 or just leave a question below and we'll be able to reach out to you. So next, you'll see a video from some of our youth explaining what Earn and Learn has helped them with.
Hi, my name is Kimberly and I've been working with Earn and Learn for a year. Earn and Learn helped me by talking out loud to people we don't know and to be respectful to other people.
Hi, my name is Jennifer. I've been working with Earn and Learn for about 2 years. Earn and Learn helped me do things I would never thought I would do. For example, go canvassing and talk in front of people. They also helped me be more responsible.
Hi, my name is Jasmine and I've been working with Earn and Learn program for about 3 years. Earn and Learn helped me to get on time for work, and also it helped me to learn about crime in our community and what we can do about it.
Hi, my name is Isaiah and I've been with the Earn and Learn for 2 years. One thing the Earn and Learn program has taught me to prepare myself for a better career is public speaking and better note-taking.
So who do you know who would be a great fit for this program? Drop their names below, get in contact with us, and we're so excited to hear from you. Again, the deadline is this Saturday, so just make sure you turn in your applications. Thank you. Gonna pass it back to Tammy now.
Thank you so much for that. We have a bunch of hearts for youth. We have Gabe and Liz and Maria and Stacy and Miranda and Carlos and Andrea all sharing hearts. And we have Stacy who said she really found it informative when we had the Marquette University attorney on. That was Ed Falone, who's a Marquette University law professor. And yeah, I found that really powerful. Things you just don't know going around during the election. And he really shed some light. So did Pedro Colon the day before, who was with us, Judge Pedro Colon. And so every time we're able to talk to someone from a different perspective, it really helps us understand what took place. And so, yeah, we're hoping to have them back too, because there's a lot of legal fights still taking place, and they were so helpful. So thanks for sharing that. Jetty, she found that it's helpful when she gets the contact information to address the neighborhood issues, and when we're able to see representatives here and see them and the strong voices for their community. She's been in the community for 25 years. She's seen a lot of change and engagement with neighbors and being in touch with representatives. She says either you're part of the problem or you're part of the solution. Thank you, Sak. Lily, I was just saying, where's Lily? Hola. Glad you're with us. Do we have a coronavirus update for us today? Can we bring that up? Is that Taylor?
Hi everyone, my name is Taylor and I'm the coronavirus coordinator for Southside Organizing Center. Today I wanted to show you how to navigate to our website and view all of our coronavirus resources. I know I talk about visiting our website at socmilwaukee.org, but just wanted to show you a little bit of what that means. All right, let's check it out.
Okay, so the first thing we're going to do is visit our webpage at socmilwaukee.org. And we're going to let that load a little bit. So the first thing on our webpage, we highlight any breaking news and any events that are going on. So you can see we have our Southside cleanup. And, we're encouraging everyone to vote. We highlight our 3 o'clock with SOC every day. We have that forum Monday through Friday at 3 p.m. And then you'll see our coronavirus updates. You'll see our SOC Gold Institute, which Drea talked about on Monday. And then we are currently hiring, so you can, apply with us. So we're just going to click on our coronavirus update page and check that out. So here is where we do have our information and resources, the latest about the COVID-19, any press releases that we receive. We have resources categorized. So we have adults, workers, business resources, and then we have all the additional business resources. And then we have any civic resources, food resources, government resources. So these are where like any news, press releases, the Safer at Home in English and Spanish. Here's where we have our health resources, so any free testing. We have the Sojourner Family Peace House resources. If you have any questions about housing, you can access it in this section. Any questions about immigration? We do have a variety of free online courses listed here, drawing classes. So if your kids are bored at home or you're bored at home, you can access that. And then we have a list of postponed and canceled events so you can stay up to date with what's going on in our city and other public resources. So if you do want to take action, you can click on any of those links there. If you need help with transportation, the Milwaukee County Transit System is offering free bus rides. So we'll just click on that, and any of these links are going to take you directly to the resource, or they're going to take you directly to the website so you can access that information. So this is the Milwaukee County Transit System's COVID-19 page where they kind of talk about those free bus rides. So you'll be able to access all these links by going to our website and by visiting there. I'll let that load a little bit. Yeah, so check it out. When I talk about free resources, this is what we mean.
Thank you so much for joining us on today's coronavirus segment. I hope that you're able to check out our website. It has a lot of information and resources for you. We want to make sure that we are serving you. So if there's anything that you do have a question, please drop it below in the comments so that we can be able to find out the information for you. All right, thank you so much. Goodbye.
Thank you, Taylor, as always, for bringing us that information. Taylor has a dual role with us. She is our youth coordinator, and she is also our coronavirus coordinator for the time being. And so we're super grateful she was willing to dive in and handle the unexpected need around the coronavirus. With that, I'd like to say we are having youth names pop up here, Taylor. So we got quite a few here to catch up with. Keep those youth names coming and tagging them, because that deadline is Saturday for summer youth paid employment. So imagine that in these times, but also for the youth to have, their own money and learning to manage that. So please continue to add names and tag people there. We'd like to bring on Gabe Charles now, our Civic Engagement Manager, to see if we had any resolution to the Wisconsin Supreme Court case that they're fighting on the Safer at Home order and all other kinds of updates with civic engagement. Hola, Gabe.
Hola, hola. How you doing?
¿O no se hizo? ¿O se sabe o no se
No
sabe?
se sabe nada. So there's still nothing from the Wisconsin
Oh,
Supreme Court, unfortunately. I've been scouring different news sources all day, waiting for something to pop up. But unfortunately, there is nothing. So we continue to wait anxiously for that decision on the fate of the safer at home order and whether or not it will be repealed, changed, continue. That is what is being decided right now. So again, we will be back with information regarding that as soon as it comes out. I do have information for everyone, however, regarding the special meeting of the Finance and Personnel Committee that I talked about on Monday. And this meeting was to address the projected loss of income, or the projected loss of $26.5 million in city revenue through August. Much of this estimated loss of revenue is due to reduced parking demand, permits, and places like the Self-Help Center suspending fees during this time. So we're seeing a huge loss of revenue for the city. And the plan discussed today to save the city money was to reduce certain city services and to furlough or partially lay off about 260 city employees and to reduce the hours of about 500 more. Frontline workers and first responders would not be affected by furloughing or reduced hours, so fire, police, and health workers. But who will be most affected is library workers, parking enforcers, and transportation workers. It's important to note, though, that those who are furloughed or who have their hours reduced will retain important benefit coverage, so we won't see any negative impacts on insurance benefits, sick leave, vacation, or pension. And this is what I mean by partially laid off, because they won't be paid. They're asked not to go to work and they won't be paid, but they will retain, at the very least, their benefits during this time. Also, the temporary furloughs or reduction in hours will likely not extend beyond July 31st. And this plan is projected to save $3 million for the city, and doing this now will help minimize the need for long-term citywide layoffs and for permanent reductions in public services in the future. I think it's also really important to note that those who are furloughed can apply for unemployment benefits. And then the money that the city spends on unemployment for those who are furloughed can then be recovered by the CARES Act. So to explain that in a different way, the employee is furloughed, they apply for unemployment benefits, the city pays their unemployment benefits, but then the city can recover that money that they spent on unemployment from the CARES Act. I mentioned on a forum a couple of weeks ago, maybe last week, the days all meld together now, but that the money from the CARES Act, so the money coming from the federal government, can't be spent on anything other than a response or measures dealing with COVID-19. And so those who are furloughed or laid off because of COVID-19 actually can, that money can be used for their unemployment because it has something directly to do with the pandemic. So that's how that works out, those different loopholes and everything. So at the very least, though they will not be receiving their full income, their full paycheck, they can apply for unemployment. Something else to note is that the services that are identified for temporary suspension or reduction are said to not severely impact critical city services that are needed by residents. And I think it's really important to note too that during this committee meeting, a number of considerations regarding equity were brought up. So just making sure that we keep in mind, or that officials are keeping in mind, districts that depend more on certain public services, making sure that those services aren't cut to further cause more disparities for certain districts. So we just want to be very cognizant of how different reductions in services will disparately affect certain districts over others, and making sure that we do what we can to not increase disparities that already exist so dramatically in our aldermanic districts. Another really important piece of news for everybody is that there is a temporary ban on evictions and foreclosures. This came from emergency order number 15 from Governor Evers, that anyone from March 27th until May 26th, the last day of Safer at Home, nobody can be foreclosed on or evicted. So this is really, really good news. Nobody should be pulled from their homes during this time. And so this emergency order is definitely something that was highly anticipated, and we're really glad to see that folks will be able to maintain themselves in their homes. So those are the main updates I have for everybody in terms of civic updates. If anyone attended this virtual finance and personnel committee meeting, comment your thoughts on our comment feed. Let us know what you thought, or based on what I've said, let me know what you think of this plan. I'm sure we all, including myself, have our own opinions about it, but let us know what you think. We are always interested to know your thoughts. And then again, want to promote the Mother's Day promotion that we have for the census. So if you have already done the census, but you still want to enter this Mother's Day promotion where you send a picture of you and your mother or you and your kids doing the census, you can still go to the census website and it should say that you have already completed the census, or still just send us a picture of you on the census website and let us know that you care about the census and you made sure you counted for your mom, or that you made your mom feel counted by making sure you did the census. So please send us those pictures. We want to have a really cute Mother's Day slideshow for everybody on Friday to celebrate all the mothers or motherly figures in people's lives. Comment if you've already done the census so you can show everybody that you're on top of it. You're making sure you're counting yourself for you and for your community. Let us know why it's important to you, or what makes you think that everybody should be doing the census. Why is it special to you to make sure you're counted? So you can comment that, send in those pictures. We want to have a really cool slideshow for you all on Friday. You can win the $50 gift certificate if you send us the picture. So do that for all the mothers or motherly figures in your lives. I will leave you with a video to further inspire all of you. It's short, about a minute, so watch that and enjoy, and I will be with all of you tomorrow.
Mami immigrated to California from El Salvador in the 80s. She was alone and had to start a new life in a new country. When I look at my daughter, I remember the sacrifices Mami made for me. Even though it was hard, she made us feel like we had it all. She taught us the value of hard work and that we should always reach for our dreams. She also taught us how to have fun and enjoy the small things in life. But most importantly, Mami always made us feel like we counted, that we mattered and had a voice. Now, she's counting on me to participate in the 2020 census. And I won't let her down.
So precious, so powerful. Thank you for sharing that video and the information. It was my dream when I first came to SOC that would really help our neighbors understand civic engagement in its entirety, not just voting, but what the elected officials do after that, what's happening in the committee, what legislation is changed, what administration rules are changed, the budget, like to really give you all an inside look to what happens in civic engagement life, what happens in government after and between elections. And so I'm so excited to see this come to fruition. I think it's critical for you to know and to engage, and so that elected officials stay true to you, the people who elected them. So I'm just like increasingly happy to see this finally happening in unfortunate circumstances, but always we try to look for the blessing, in the battle. I want to remind you of a couple of things before we wrap up today. Um, Please remember tomorrow, Mariana Rodriguez from the Latina Resource Center is going to be with us. She's going to be sharing some difficult news about the increase in domestic violence and the increase in sexual assaults during these times. But it's necessary to hear that, and more importantly, for us to understand what are the signs, what we should be looking for, what we can do, and what folks who are experiencing those things can do. And then Friday, speaking of evictions and foreclosures, Pedro Hernandez from Legal Aid Society is going to be with us, sharing the services that they provide, the community-free legal services, including he'll be speaking about evictions. And then next Tuesday, Rob Smith, the chair of the County Human Rights Commission, and on Wednesday, Congresswoman Moore. Remember, tomorrow's the deadline to nominate those people in your community, whether they're relatives, friends, church members, PTA leaders, your neighborhood garden keepers, who you would love to see get a $2,400 scholarship to our Leadership Institute. That deadline is tomorrow. And so you can send those nominations to SOC, S-O-C, at socmilwaukee.org. Just introduce yourself, give us the name and maybe a contact point for the person you're nominating. And Andrea Rodriguez, our leadership coordinator, can follow up on that. And then Saturday again is the deadline for youth to apply for summer employment. And please don't wait till then, because sometimes you need documents, birth certificates or school records, et cetera, or income documentation, and that's hard to pull off at the last minute. So you want to start now, and I'll tell you where you should start. You should start by contacting our youth coordinator and just let her know that you have a youth or you're a youth who wants to apply, and she can come alongside you and help you with that application. That helps sometimes navigate the process, and then we have you in our hands as well, and can help make things happen. Thank you for being with us. We hope to see you tomorrow at 3 o'clock with SOC. And please fill out the survey. Right now, we're going to have Marisol with us to remind us about our $25 gift certificate. And then I'll be back with you.
Yep. So as she's been stating, and everybody is, oh, hello everyone. Sorry, I'm behind the scenes, so I think I'm on all the time, but actually you don't see me. So hello, Marisol here. Just wanting to remind everybody about filling out the survey. It's a few questions. It's about the forum, and you get a chance to win a $25 gift card. I mean, it's awesome. It's an awesome opportunity to just, it's awesome for us because we get the info that we need. We want to make sure that these forums are useful and that that they're relevant to the information that you want to hear about. So make sure to fill them out. It should be in the comments section. And then the other thing is the Mother's Day promo. We really, really want to get those photos in for Friday because we want to have a slideshow just honoring all the lovely mothers out there. So get those photos in to SOC at socmilwaukee.org. Make sure it's census related. That's really our only condition. And that one gets you into a drawing for a $50 gift certificate. So those are the two ways for this week. Hope to see those pictures and continue to stay safe. And thanks for tuning in. I'll throw it back to Tammy for one last thought.
Thank you, Marisol. We do not have a winner from yesterday. So that would have been an opportunity for someone to get a $25 gift certificate, and you're leaving those behind, people. You don't want to do that. Thank you again. Be safe, and we'll see you tomorrow at 3 o'clock with SOC. Oh, I see that Drea made a correction. Sorry, Drea. The nominations for the Gold Institute, our Leadership Institute, can go to gold@socmilwaukee.org. Don't worry if you send them to soc@socmilwaukee.org, because we'll get them, we'll forward them. But you could send them directly to Andrea at gold@socmilwaukee.org. Have a great evening, and we'll see you tomorrow at 3 o'clock with SOC.
SOC viewers, we would like to thank everyone for supporting our 3 o'clock with SOC live show and for completing our SOC surveys. In addition to thanking all our residents, we would like to say thank you to our following sponsors: Wisconsin Voices, Community Development Block Grants, Neo-Philanthropy State Infrastructure Funds, Movement Voters Project, Catholic Campaign for Human Development, Tides Foundation, the Silber Foundation, City of Milwaukee Office of Violent Prevention, City of Milwaukee Promise Zones, and all our faithful individuals who support SOC through donations. Thank you.